Bro, shut up.
Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, then all the
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over at first down and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Okay, break.
Walker to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Sticking with Walker on second down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Just beating the play clock. Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd and goal from the 1. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. Touchdown, Chargers! Austin Eckler from a yard out. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now
look at that boy. Good.
On 3rd down.
What the fuck? What? Man, that boy should stand back.
The first with Walker, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, but I don't think he got there. On 4th down, Smith. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for. Possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step, forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen.
All right, you ready for my comeback, buddy?
10 yards out, and the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that'll make the score 14-0.
My kid was doing this little molasses ass.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to find a way instead of get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Throwing on 2nd down. Smith. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Smith. He hits his target. Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Bro, you waited till I fucking started the online game. Move.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Straight ahead running, here's Dallas. Nothing doing, barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Smith now to throw. He's got his big tight end fan. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Gino on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They snap it to Smith. And it's
what the fuck?
They cannot convert.
That was a touchdown, bro.
Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out.
Who won't drive
the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far.
First 2 drives were so fluke.
You name it. It's
you want to win and you up 14.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the defense has it covered.
You up 14 and you won't win. What I said, nigga. What I say goes.
He will take this one
shit
home.
like word is one type shit. I let you go up.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ball game.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's
Supposed to be
almost
picked up, bro.
that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh my God, I know.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Cut. Ready?
After the interception, here's Smith. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number one. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on the blitz.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's got his tight end
Boy,
filled.
ran his ass the fuck over. Boy, I'm up now. See how that worked? Down 14.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from capturing the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw.
Yeah,
Looks over
fuck
and
that.
a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah,
Tough
a great
box.
dream. One you don't want to
Tough
wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And this will be
Now you go up. I'm going to make you
This
quit.
will convert here for 2.
You like playing your game, but you're going to quit on that bitch today.
14. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Shit, by going the other way again, boy, you finna give me the ball back.
You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Look, boy, you right to me.
This half, it's intercepted.
Right to me. I told you going to quit, boy.
Take possession.
Shit ain't even got in the second half, and you were just up 14. Told you. Told you. Told you. Told you. I don't fucking fuck off. I don't play. Yeah, I knew you were going to fucking quit. sucker.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Make a big own quip. Give up now, say yourself the cover. Give up now, say yourself the cover. Try to eat sorry, ass. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem. Little tune, flow sinister, I'm a finisher. Many men gon' need ministers, I ain't meaning them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'm a on them, just like my keys drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup. Buddy, you ready? Blow out. Blue, blue. Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. Pharaoh Cooper now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good play. Hey, Jordan, you going to quit? I want you to know that, bitch. You gonna quit, yo. Oh, this is easy money right here. You ain't got nobody guarding. Now McCoy. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's McCoy. And this will be swung out here for Conner. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Ain't even down.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Conner. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. To throw on 3rd down, McCoy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Conner. On fourth down, McCoy. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line?
Won't get off.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's third and goal. Throwing here, Purdy.
Whoa.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Looking at the ball soon. I lied. Bitches give me the ball.
Right
now. Kittle, you can't catch.
He's at the 40.
Oh, he can't either. Y'all get in line behind Kittle. Run the fucking single file line behind this bitch to the trip up.
For the Cardinals touchdown. Now Matt Prater for the point after.
All the way to the Mapape.
And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Nathan.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
Oh, what the fuck? Get up, babe. Oh, I made my dog fall like that's ass.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Don't worry. We won't do that again.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
These two teams all tied after one. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, McCoy delivers on the crosser to McBride. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, McCoy goes right back to McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, 36 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 109 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They go play action here. Purdy rolling to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing again on second down. Purdy, screen play, setting it up for Mitchell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now Purdy. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On first and 10, McCoy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. McCoy, he's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Final shot before break. McCoy going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. On 2nd and 9, Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Purdy off the play fake. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Touchdown! George Kittle, an 11-yard touchdown as they have taken the lead. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The return is Cooper from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Connor up the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. McCoy. And his throw here's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Cardinals.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the 49er hands team does its job.
You know that shit was my ball, buddy.
Across midfield before going out of bounds. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got room at the 30. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action, now Purdy. Wide open receiver complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Ray McLeod from 21 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. coverage.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick. They'll throw one to the big guy, but you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's got room. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They run behind center with Connor. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, Connor. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 25. He'll try and run for it with Connor. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Now the Cardinals yet again lining up for the 2-point try. Now McCoy. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Set hut. Set hut.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Purdy. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. As his guys are able to extend their lead. They're going to try and run. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they'd got 2 for 2.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
From the 36, McCoy, and that's complete to Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, McCoy. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. McCoy's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now in this game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
Yeah. What? Alright.
You're in the presence of the realest essence of been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper. They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone stallion with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, give me pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border. So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down. Universal sound when we move the pound. Take a look around when we touch the town. Not the way stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools. Had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore. From Cali to Singapore. Every day I'm seeing more. In the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time. So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Miami Dolphins. Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Second down, here's Mostert again. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. They'll try and run here with Mostert. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Looking to pass. Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Tua on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they had 2 more onto their lead. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd down, it's Kamara again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Down to the 22-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 16. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Mostert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken a 2. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Second quarter.
Nah, don't quit already, fam. Going back to the game. Don't quit yet.
Kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Dalton. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. 20! And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 71 yards. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 2nd and very short, Dalton into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. The 20. But he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway.
And now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Still on his feet. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. To throw here, Dalton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Dalton. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And Dalton to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Touchdown! Alvin Kamara from 17 yards out. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, trying to get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
The quick slant caught. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Lutz with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert, powering forward. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Once again, it's Mostert. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Now a give to Mostert running right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. A handoff running left is Mostert. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
5-97.
They'll run right side with Mostert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. They hand it off to Mostert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Oh, a little cool here. There we go for the onside kick up big. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. And might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
going here. Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Bridgewater. And it's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, they just continue to roll. And Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this bit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here, trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little game. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Passing, it's Dalton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming. They flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. A 10th carry for Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
Let's go. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the greatest of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The catamounts who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. It's one of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On the set.
Right out of the gates, here's Smith. his first pass is incomplete. He did an okay job of observing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double maybe. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
From the 36, Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Now Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 41. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Here's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line. Got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run with Mostert. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a third and goal situation. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Here we go.
Tua going to run the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. A quick throw, but incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point. I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Just beating the play clock, Smith. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. 6-0 our score after one. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Gino now to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. So they try to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And that will wind up moving the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. This is caught. And he'll be taken.
Quit. Sorry, I'm gonna quit. Faggot.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it so she was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. You feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you are, we own it.
Oh, she out here sucking dick, whatever. Do you trust the nigga or not? No.
Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I got a no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose.
Coffee, what? I mean, not coffee. Fuck is her name? Dot. What are you doing?
You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the ring stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Well, didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Running on first down is Sanders, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage before he's taken down. A loss of 1. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll fake the give to Sanders. Now Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
A center right coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they went to the challenge.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now the timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Left side, Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Okay, break.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Cowboy 80. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe...
Touchdown, Vikings! KJ Osborne, 29 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. More than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just laying.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders.
Show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50.
Fake as fuck. Fake as fuck. Well, we went to that mump up on your ass, boy. Let your ass dive in my way.
After a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
Right to the air is Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Carr now on first down.
How the fuck, bro? He didn't even throw the ball.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of sending the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
On second down and 4, Pickett. He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On first and 10, it's Pickett. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's second and 20. Pickett sets up play action. On the move to his left. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And able to work his way down to the 16. From the 16, Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And the Steelers are going to be looking at a first and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends. Going with a big fullback. Watts. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Derek Watt. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. He gets this to Devontae Adams. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
and now they're going to fake it.
Oh, they bought. Supposed to be up 2 on this, man. We're really fucking spoiled.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next shot and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a first down carry for Harris. And some room to roam now. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw, Pickett. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. To throw again on second down. Pickett. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First and 10, here's Pickett. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they're...
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Here's Jacobs. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. One more time with Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Carr now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
They go with Jacobs. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. Gets this out wide to Pickett. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Pickett now from near his own goal line. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. The final shot here before half for Carr. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Harris going to get it again on second down. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Throwing on first down is Carr. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He'll look downfield for Waller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
There are terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long. On play action, now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Harris Harris running straight ahead. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pickett now from the gun here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on third and goal. Pickett completes this one out wide quickly. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Pickett going to keep it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run again with Bolden. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Carr going to throw. Open man, that's Renfro. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Pickett. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He will push his way down to about the 14. Pickett. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They hand this off to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. A desperation heave for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution on the handoff? Most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you got to execute it well. Otherwise, it's a fumble.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Carr to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing his Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they have.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
He's going to try and go deep again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us.